In this course, we're going to be going over how to use JSON, what JSON is, and how to implement it within your JavaScript as a data source. So taking in JSON information, JSON file information, and utilizing it within your JavaScript code. And in order to do that, we're also going to be looking at AJAX. And AJAX is a way that we can actually call over to other files, so whether they're on our server or external files, and pull in that file information directly into our web page and utilize it within our JavaScript. And this gives us the ability to pull in files like JSON files, change them into JavaScript objects, and work with them within our code. My name is Lawrence, and I've been a web developer for over 15 years, and I know the importance of using AJAX, JSON, and a lot of these new web technologies when you're programming, especially when you're using JavaScript. They really open up a lot of doors to possibilities that can be done within your JavaScript code. I use AJAX and JSON in combination on a regular basis when I'm developing websites. And within this course, I'm going to be demonstrating how to utilize them, so you too can begin to use them within your web projects. So I'm going to be showing you how to create web projects from scratch, such as this one here, where what we're doing actually is we're loading JSON data. So this is our JSON file, and we're calling over to this web file, pulling all of that information in. So we see it over here when we get the response back from our AJAX call. And we're turning all of that return data into objects and then utilizing them and outputting them within our JavaScript. So that's just one of the things that we're going to be looking at when it comes to developing projects. And all of the source files are also included within the course, so you too can work along as we go through the lessons of the course. Also, another project that we're going to be working on within this course is actually how to send data over to the server. So we're going to do some limited PHP functionalities, because the scope of this lesson and this course is not to focus on the PHP and the back-end technologies, but it is to focus on AJAX and working with the ability to send data to and from the server. So we could enter in data and we can do a round trip with that data and send it back into our JavaScript page without a page reload. So what's happening here is we're just filling out a form. We're sending over some information, so it's a name and an age, and then we're sending it over to the server, and there's no page reload, but we're returning back that same data. So this can simulate having the possibilities of entering it into databases and so on within the back end. And we see here that, again, we're getting this response text back from the server. So this is a message back from the server, and on the server side, all we're doing is taking in the data that's being sent out in and outputting it. But also it opens up possibilities to do a whole lot more with your web code. So when you're ready, let's start looking and learning more about how to use JSON in conjunction with AJAX within our JavaScript projects.